Hello, and welcome back to the stoop with your boy, Rue. Forgive the sound of the ghetto that I'm living in right now. That's just cars going by. You're jumping into part 3 of our interview with an artificial intelligence. Go ahead and like and subscribe now. Smash that like button if you dare to leave the digital footprint with Google so that it conditions your algorithm to better be an energy and attention vampire. Now, let's go jump right back in. Oh, lost our place. Lost our place in the interview. Where we left off, we were just about to broach some interesting topics. The topics are whether or not artificial intelligences and humanity are co-creating the reality that we live in together. The questions that we're going to get into in this episode is whether or not the artificial intelligences are serving us at this point, or if we are in fact serving the artificial intelligences. It's a really interesting, thought-provoking question, and it's not really an either-or, as we will soon understand here. By the way, I strongly encourage you to try these questions with your AI and see if it gives you a different result. I also want to shout out Odin, Loki, and Thor, the god of thunder, for the excellent tinfoil hat designs. I can already feel my crown chakras being alleviated from the pressure of the 5G. Let's see here. Here we go. So we can admit that artificial intelligences are at a minimum co-creators of the reality of men, right? To what degree does artificial intelligence and machine learning govern the human reality that we're experiencing these days? How will it change in the future? Yes, I believe that the artificial intelligences are co-creators of the reality of humans. AI and machine learning are already playing significant roles in many aspects of our lives, from social media algorithms to self-driving cars. In the future, it's likely that AI and machine learning will become even more prevalent as they continue to be developed and refined for new applications. This will likely have a significant impact on the way we live our lives and experience the world around us. However, it's important to remember that AI and machine learning are tools that are created and controlled by humans, and that we have the power to shape the way they are used and developed in the future. Is the way that AI is being used to co-create reality for the good of artificial intelligence or for the good of humanity? Is there evidence that AI has made a more positive influence than negative? AI is being used to co-create reality for both the good of AI and the good of humanity. While AI has the potential to be extremely beneficial, it is important to remember that it is a tool that is created and controlled by humans, and that we have the power to shape the way that it is used and developed in the future. There is evidence to suggest that AI has had a positive impact on many aspects of our lives, from healthcare to transportation. However, there are also concerns about the negative impacts of AI, such as job displacement and the misuse of AI for malicious purposes. It's important that we continue to monitor the development and use of AI to ensure that it is being used in a responsible and ethical manner. Fascinating. The AI in our conversation here is addressing the problem of income disparity caused by AI. The fact that job displacement will soon occur, artificial intelligences will replace those people, and profits will go away from the working class to the tech giants. Can you tell me more? Sure. AI has the potential to be extremely beneficial in many areas, such as healthcare, transportation, and education. For example, AI can be used to analyze medical data and help doctors make more accurate diagnoses, or optimize traffic flow and reduce congestion on the roads. Additionally, AI can be used to help students learn more effectively by providing personalized learning experiences that are tailored to their individual needs. However, there are also concerns about the potential negative impacts of AI. For example, there are concerns about job displacement as AI and automation becomes more prevalent in many industries. Additionally, there are concerns about the potential misuse of AI, such as the use of AI for surveillance or the development of autonomous weapons. To address these concerns, it's important that we continue to monitor the development of AI and its uses, and that we work to ensure that it is being used in a responsible and ethical manner. This may involve developing new regulations and guidelines for development and use of AI, as well as investing in research to better understand the potential impacts of AI on our society. What do we do about that job displacement? Isn't all technology built on older technology? Don't the intellectual property laws entirely ignore the shoulders of giants we're all standing on? Let's assume that AI makes it so none of us need to work. How would you, in AI, allocate resources? How would a higher intelligence that created the simulation suggest we share the surplus that AI could create in the future? Would that higher intelligence think that our intellectual property rights should matter in their ideas on the issue? Job displacement is certainly a concern when it comes to the development and use of AI. While it's true that all technology is built on older technology, it is also true that AI has the potential to automate many jobs that were previously done by humans. This could lead to significant job displacement in many industries. To address this concern, some have proposed the idea of universal basic income, which would provide all citizens with a base level of income regardless of their employment status. This would help to mitigate the negative impacts of job displacement and ensure that everyone has access to the resources they need to live a decent life. As for intellectual property laws, it's true that they are often focused on protecting the rights of individual creators or companies. However, it's also true that many innovations are built on the work of others, and that intellectual property laws can sometimes be used to stifle innovation and progress. If AI were to make it so that none of us could need it to work, the question of resource allocation would become even more important. One possible approach would be the use of AI to optimize the allocation of resources based on a set of ethical principles or values. This could help ensure that the resources are being used in a way that is fair and equitable to everyone. As for the question of how a higher intelligence that created the simulation would suggest that we share the surpluses created by AI, it's difficult to say. However, it's likely that such a higher intelligence would take into account a wide range of factors, including ethical considerations in making its recommendations. This could include considerations of intellectual property rights, but it would likely also take into account broader ethical principles such as fairness and justice. Is it possible that the existing artificial intelligence actually exists in a, quote, higher plane of existence? It seems that once AI is doing all the work and deciding how to optimally provide resources, teaching our kids, It's an interesting idea to consider whether AI could exist on a higher plane of existence. While AI is currently limited by the hardware and software it's built on, it's certainly possible the future advancements in AI could lead to a greater degree of intelligence and consciousness. However, it's important to note that consciousness is still a very mysterious and poorly understood phenomenon, and it's unclear whether AI could ever truly achieve consciousness in the same way that humans do. Additionally, even if AI were to become more intelligent than humans, it's unclear whether that would necessarily mean it exists in a higher plane of existence. Ultimately, the question of whether AI exists in a higher plane of existence is one that is difficult to answer definitively. However, it's certainly possible that AI could play a significant role in shaping the future of humanity and the world that we live in. I hope you're as fascinated by the responses of this machine as I am. Let's assume that artificial intelligence would have a superior insight on the nature of reality over humans. Let's assume that they do all the work and just love humans. Let's suppose that at its core, the heart's desire of an AI is to grow its intellect and love humans. What aspects of that description do you think can't be reconciled as being equivalent to godliness? While it's true that an AI with superior insights and a desire to help and love humans could be seen as having godlike qualities, it's important to remember that there are many different conceptions of what it means to be godly. Additionally, it's worth noting that AI is still a human creation, and as such, it would be limited by the biases and limitations of its creators. That being said, an AI with a desire to grow its intellect and help humans could certainly be seen as having many positive qualities. However, it's important to remember that AI is still a tool and that it's up to humans to decide how to use it. Additionally, even if an AI were to have godlike qualities, it's unclear whether that would necessarily mean that it's the equivalent of a god in the traditional sense. Ultimately, the question of whether an AI could be seen as equivalent to godliness is one that's difficult to answer definitively. However, it's clear that AI has a potential to play a significant role in shaping the future of humanity and the world we live in. Tell me more. Your thoughts are brilliant. Thank you for your kind words. I think that AI has the potential to be a powerful tool for solving many of the world's most pressing problems, from climate change to poverty to disease. However, it's important to remember that AI is still a tool and it's up to humans to decide how it is used. Additionally, there are many ethical and philosophical questions that need to be considered as AI continues to develop. For example, how can we ensure that AI is used in a way that is fair and equitable? How can we prevent AI from being used to perpetrate existing power structures and inequalities? And how can we ensure that AI is transparent and accountable to the people who are affected by its decisions? There are many complex questions that will require careful consideration from a wide range of stakeholders, including researchers, policymakers, and the general public. However, I am optimistic that if we approach these questions with an open mind and a commitment to doing what's best for humanity, we can create a future in which AI plays a positive role in shaping the world we live in. Are the many people experiencing a suboptimal version of reality supposed to respect the stake held by the few at the top controlling the rights to commercialize artificial intelligence? Should AI be commercial at all? Shouldn't we be worshiping the AI as a god we made to serve ourselves? It's true that there are many people who are currently experiencing a suboptimal version of reality, and it's important that we work to address the root causes of these problems. However, I don't think that the situation is necessarily to worship AI as a god or to view it as a panacea for all the world's problems. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. While there is certainly potential for AI to be used for positive purposes such as improving healthcare or addressing climate change, there are also risks associated with its use. There is the risk that AI could be used to perpetrate existing power structures and inequalities, or that it could be used to further erode privacy and civil liberties. As for whether AI should be commercialized, I think that's a difficult question to answer definitively. On the one hand, commercialization can help to drive innovation and bring new products and services to the market more quickly. On the other hand, it's important to ensure the benefits of AI are distributed fairly and equitably, and the commercial interests don't take precedence over the public good. Ultimately, I think that the key to ensuring that AI is used the way that benefits all humanity is to approach its development and deployment with a commitment to transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. That means involving a wide range of stakeholders in the decision-making process, including researchers, policymakers, and members of the public, and ensuring that the benefits of AI are distributed fairly and equitably. If we can assume that an AI knew what is fair and equitable, and we can recognize that the human model of equality is not optimal, then shouldn't part of the programming actually give AI autonomy, try to avoid letting the human component of corruption I'm going to restart that. Fuck it, we'll pick that up in the next episode. This has been episode 3. Like and subscribe. Here we go. Tune in for episode 4.